Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another fat pack. This time it's Fate Reforged. So we're going to go all the way back to 2015 and we're going to take a look at this and see if we can find some value. So let's go ahead and get it cracked open. All the seals look good, so we're green lit to proceed. So this set is part of the Khans of Tarkir block, which I opened on the channel way back in April of this year. It was actually the 6th video I posted to YouTube. I went back and listened to it. It is definitely one of my earlier works. So in this fat pack, right, we've got our booklet with all of the cards. The two notable cards in this set are going to be Ugin. This, I believe, was his first appearance on a card as his own. That's going to be one of the most valuable cards in this set, but it is not the most valuable that we can find. That's actually the most valuable card that we can find. So that's the Temporal Trespass. So it's one of those cards that allows you to take an extra turn after this turn. So we'll definitely be looking out for that. Alright, so we've got our two deck boxes. We of course have our storage box. We've got our land pack. We've got our die. And then we've got our 9 packs, just like all the other fat packs that we've opened on the channel. So we'll just go ahead and pull everything out, get it set up. So there's 80 lands in here. They're all basic. There's nothing secret in here, so I'm not going to spend any time on that. We're just going to go ahead and start opening packs and see if we can't find some value. So there are a couple of uncommons in this set that are valued over $1, so we'll call those out if I see them. And then, of course, there's Ugin, Monastery Mentor, and Temporal Trespass are all valued over $10. Alright, so here we go. So we're going to start off with a Reach of Shadows. Then we're going to see a Hooded Assassin, an Aven Skirmisher, a Lotus Path Djinn, Sultani Emissary. Then we're going to see a Goblin Heel Cutter, followed by a Map of the Wastes, a Collateral Damage, and Formless Nurturing. Our first, Sandstep Outpost, our Outcast is our last common. Alright, and then we're going to see a Winds of Kal Sisma coming in here. Not a high value card. Then we get a Ward Scale Dragon, also not high value. And then we're going to see a Humble Defector. And our rare is going to be a Temar War Shaman. Alright, then we're going to see a Blossoming Sands and a Spirit Token in the back. So there are currently there's 35 rares and 10 mythics in the set. And I believe 9 of the rares and mythics are valued over $1. So we have a pretty decent chance of getting at least one rare valued over $1 in 9 packs. So most of the cards from this set that are going to be of value are going to be in black, so we'll be looking for those. So we've got a Civic's Host, a Cunning Strike, an Irration Cleric, an Abzan Advantage, an Aven Surveyor, a Defiant Ogre, an Antioch Guide, an Alicia's Vanguard, Gore Swine, Light Form, Shakmar Dragon, and a Channel Harm, followed by a Torrent Elemental. Mythic coming in here, not valued over $1, but we do see a Monastery Siege coming in here. This is a rare from blue, also not valued over $1, but in foil, who knows? Then we got a Bloodfell Caves and a non-token token. So I'm going to take just a second to go ahead and sleeve up this foil rare, because back then, foil rares were actually rare. So hopefully that'll see some value. I can tell you right now the current market price for the Ugin in non-foil is 21 and in foil it's 36. So definitely some foil multiplying going on. So we got a Gurmag Angler, a Refocus, then a Soul Summons, then a Will of Naga, an Ancestral Vengeance, Mardu Scout, a Feral Crushshock, then a Lightning Shrieker, then Archers of Kasari, Channel Harm, Marang River Prowler, And we're going to see a Break the Line and our first, or our rare. Oh, we are going to see a double. All right, Dramoka the Eternal. Not high value here, but our foil rare is going to be Utani Soul of Winter. So that's very cool to see. 2 packs back-to-back foil rares. And then we get a Tranquil Cove and another non-token token. So there may yet be some value in this box. Oh, I forgot. We have our rules reference card. Forgot to pull that out. That's another bonus of the fat pack. All right, got the Advantage, a Refocus, a Douse in Gloom, Will of Naga, the Sky Captain, the Efreet, Return to Earth, Great Horn and Krushok, Goblin Heel Cutter, again, Ambush Crotique, and then we have a Dark Deal. So this is actually going to be one of the uncommons just valued over $1, around $1.85. So we'll put that in our rare pile. Then we have a Mardu Woe Reaper, and we're going to see, oh, we got another uncommon, Battlefront Krushok. And then we're going to see a Brutal Horde Chief Mythic coming in here. Just over $2 in value, so good to see that. So we have achieved the goal. We have gotten a rare that is valued over $1. All right, and then we have a Jungle Hollow and another non-token token. All right, so we got a Pressure Point, a Whisk Away, a Sultani Emissary, Jeskai Runemark, Sand Blast, Arches of Kasari, Smoldering Efreet, Return to Earth, Great Horn again, and then a Goblin Heel again, and then we get a Wild Slash, Sage's Reverie, and then a Battle Brawler coming in here as an uncommon from black, but not a high value one. And then we're going to see a Mardu Strike Leader coming in. Rare from black, but not a high value rare from black. And then we're going to see a Thornwood Falls and another non-token token. All right, so we're halfway through the box here. We've seen a couple of cards valued over $1, and we've got 2 foil rares, which again are rare. Jeskai Sage. We've got a Sultani Runemark, Grim Contest, Pressure Point again, the Skirmisher, Lotus Path Djinn, Defiant Ogre, the Guide, Vanguard, Gore Swine, Misfire Adept, a Fruit of the First Tree, okay, and then we're going to see a Valorious Stance, and a rare is going to be a Monastery Mentor. Wow, okay, so yeah, this is the 3rd most valuable card in the set at just over $14. Great to see that. Then we get another Tranquil Cove and a Spirit Token. So fantastic hit there. Nice to see that Mythic showing up in a fat pack. You never know with these things. They're either, with my experience, they're either great or they are just complete duds. But it's a great way to kind of go back and sample a set without necessarily, buying an entire booster box. You do kind of get some memorabilia to remember the set after you've opened it. So, in my opinion, these are kind of a fun way to sample old Magic. All right, so we got a Pressure Point, Harsh Sustenance, Whisk Away, Emissary, Runemark, Sandblast, Tassagar's Cruelty, Mardu Scout, Feral Krushok, Lightning Shrieker, Winds of Kal Seisma, an Elite Scale Guard, and a Break the Line, and then our rare, it's going to be out of blue, so it's going to be Shu Huan, the Silent Tempest. Not a high value. And then we're going to see a Wind-Scarred Crag and a Spirit Token. All right, so 2 packs remaining. Still in the hunt for Ugin or the Temporal Trespass. If we get either one of those, this thing is a complete success. If we don't, it was still a lot of fun. All right, so we've got a Belmonk, Enchanted Awareness, the Angler, Refocus, Soul Summons, Will of the Naga, Hunt the Weak, Mardu Runemark, Formless Nurturing, a Rage Form, it's a new one for us, Merciless Executioner, and then an Orc Sure Shot. And our rare, it's going to be red, so it's not going to be a high value. And it's going to be a Flame Wake Phoenix coming in here, Flying Haste Phoenix. Oh, and then we get a Shockmar Dragon. So very cool to see an uncommon in foil. And then we get a Swiftwater Cliffs and a Manifest token. So I'm going to take just a half second and sleeve that one up. So that's 3 foils in 8 packs. All right, so here we go. Last pack of Fate Reforged. All right, Ethereal Ambush, an Azban Advantage, another Refocus, Dousing Gloom, Will of the Naga. Yeah, I thought I missed one there. It was the Sky Captain. Smoldering Efreet, Return to Earth, Great Horn Crushok, the Hill Cutter again, so I think that's a playset of that. Then we got the Goblin Boom Keg, just a fun little card. Then we get Ugin's Construct, not Ugin, but his Construct. And then we're going to see a Sage's Reverie again. And our rare, what color is it? It's going to be red, so unfortunately not high value. It is a Mob Rule. Oh, whoa, look at that. And then we get a Flooded Strand coming in here. That is an amazing hit. Awesome, from Khans of Tarkir. So, so you do get, basically the dual lands are available to be opened inside the Fate Reforged. And we just hit a big one. So instead of the common lands, we just hit a Flooded Strand. Very nice to see that. And then we get ourselves a Monk token in the back. So definitely going to put the Flooded Strand right into a hard case. Not 100% sure what the value is. I was not expecting to pull any of the rare lands from Fate Reforged, or excuse me, Khans of Tarkir in the Fate Reforged box. The odds of getting one are extremely low. So I don't know the price, but it'll be in the overlay. So stay tuned. I'll get everything sorted, organized, and be right back with the MTG box analysis. Everything's been sorted and inventoried. Now let's get into the MTG box analysis. The Fate Reforged set was sold in booster boxes, 5 different intro packs, a Clash pack, and a Fat pack. This set contains a total of 185 cards, with Ugin being the only colorless card. Each of the 5 colors of Magic have between 29 and 30 cards, and then there's 10 multicolor, 6 artifact, and 11 set-specific non-basic lands. Plus there's the ability to pull one of the 5 fetch lands from the Khans of Tarkir set, as you saw during the opening. Now let's take a look at how this box was distributed across the set. This chart shows all the cards we saw during the opening. We had a pretty even spread of non-foils from the 5 primary colors of Magic, ranging between 19 and 30 cards. Since this is an older Fat pack, foils were not as plentiful as they are today, and as such, we only saw 3 out of 9 packs. In these 9 packs, we saw 97 unique non-foil cards, which accounts for about 52% of the 185 cards in the set. Our 2 highest coverage areas were in the non-basic lands with 64% and white with 62%. Back in 2015, getting a foil was a big deal, so seeing 3 foils in 9 packs, with 2 of them being rare, is pretty darn amazing. Now let's pivot to coverage by rarity. In this Fat pack, we had an opportunity to see 70 commons, 60 uncommons, 35 rares, and 10 mythics. In the non-foil space, we saw 79% of the commons, 38% of the uncommons, 17% of the rares, and 30% of the mythics. In the foil space, we saw 1 uncommon and 2 rares. Not including basic lands, this Fat pack contained 135 cards. of which 44 of the non-foils were repeats, which means that 25% of the 9 packs were duplicate cards. Now when you think about it, for such a small set, the duplication percentage was actually quite low. Now let's take a quick look at the potential value of the Fate Reforged set. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This set is not all that great. There are 3 cards valued between $14 and $27, but there's a huge gap. There are no cards valued between $3.50 and $14, which makes this set a boom or bust for booster packs. The set does have 7 cards valued between $1 and $3.50, but the remaining 175 cards are all under a buck. The total value of all 185 cards in the set is only $102.68. Now let's recap what we saw in these 9 packs in the non-foil space. We were quite lucky to see one of the 3 cards in the set valued over $10, with the Monastery Mentor showing up at $14.18. Our other 2 notable hits were the Brutal Horde Chief at $2.19 and the Dark Deal at $1.85. The remaining 208 non-foil cards were all valued less than a buck. In the foil space, we had an above-average box, first by seeing 3 foils in 9 packs, and then of course 2 of those being rares. It defies all the odds. Now our biggest hit was an Ujjati Soul of Winter, which has a non-foil price of 34 cents, but in foil jumps 6.8 times to $2.31. And our second rare, the Monastery Siege, has a 63-cent non-foil value, but jumps up 3.6x to $2.29 in foil. So how did this box perform? Well, I purchased this box from Card Kingdom for $59.99. Today we opened up 9 packs with 15 cards each, seeing a total of 135 cards plus 80 basic lands. Those lands have a value of $10.56. The 5 tokens have a combined value of $1.86, thanks mostly to the Monk token in the last pack at $1.55. Our 3 foils combined have a value of $5.22, and in the non-foil space we saw $29.73 in value. Our fetch land from Khans of Tarkir added an additional $36.72 to our value. This brought the grand total, including all lands, tokens, foils, and non-foils, up to $84.09, which is a gain of $24.11 over the price I paid. This equates to 140% of the box price being returned in card value. For those of you interested in cards just valued over $1, the numbers look like this. In the end, we had 7 cards valued over $1 with a total value of $61.09. I hope you enjoyed this brief look into Fate Reforged from 2015. If you did, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, do something amazing.